All right, guys, so as you can see, we have my 2005 Dodge Cummins in here. If you guys are new to the channel, this is one of the trucks I've been working on. I don't know if you can see it, but the 89 12 valve is sitting right over here as well. I've had a 91.5 as well as that, but you guys are here for what this video is about, and that is these new Nitto 420Vs that I've got on the truck, and they are pretty awesome. I've read a lot of comments online about them, a lot of reviews, and a lot of them were for lighter duties, like not light duty, but more like SUVs and stuff like that, and people with them with that, but there was no YouTube videos on them, nobody really talking about them. So I wanted to go ahead and do that so I could, I don't know, just give you guys a good idea, because I was looking for information and I couldn't find it. So I know whenever I can't find it, it's probably not out there. The Nitto itself made a little video about them, but let's hop to it. These things are pretty awesome in my opinion. I had some BFGs on here before, and I needed a street tire because I need something that would hook, because this truck is going to be my toy / daily driver. I drive this truck, I don't know, whenever before shit hit the fan, I was driving this truck 75 to 100 miles a day without no problem. It would easily do that. And yeah, these, I mean, the tires have performed great. I've seen some comments about that they're loud. The last thing I'm worried about for loudness in a 3/4 ton pickup is tires, especially street tire. There's no way I could possibly hear these things over the exhaust of the truck or just the loudness of the Cummins, or the engine itself, I guess. But even whenever I'm not in it at all and I'm just coasting, you can't hear the tires, so I'm not really sure what that's all about. That might be something for a luxury car that, I don't know, maybe they had trouble with. I have no issues with that. So loudness is good. Road, or I don't know, the handle, or the way they handle, the way they perform on and off road are probably pretty self-explanatory. On pavement, they do great. They hook awesome. The BFGs that were on here, I could be rolling 10 or 20 miles an hour and punch it, and it would just blow the tires off without any issue. And that's cool and all if you want that, but that's not really what I want. I want them to hook, and I want it to hook and go. And I did that with these. The same comparison. I wish I had a video for you guys. Exact same test, same place, same conditions, and these just hooked and went. I was extremely happy with that. That's really why I bought them. I need something that'll hook, and it did it. If you guys don't know, I live on a lot of gravel. I live in Lamar, Missouri. Anything outside the city limits is gravel, and we run a farming operation, and I mean, it is all gravel. I drive mainly gravel, so throwing rocks is a big deal to me as well. And these things do not throw rocks. If you guys know the I don't know if you'd call it a predecessor, but the tire before these that are popular are the Nitto 420S. They throw rocks like a mofo. We've had them out here on these roads, me and a few buddies, and I mean, it's unreal. They throw more gravel than I've ever had in any other tire, even BFGs. A lot of people think BFGs throw a lot of rocks. Doesn't hold a candle to this. So I'm pretty happy. Now, I shouldn't say they don't throw any rocks. Whenever I get off my gravel road and get on the highway, it'll throw 1, maybe 2 rocks, and that is awesome compared to the 30 plus, like no joke, probably 30 rocks that the Nitto 420S or the BFGs would throw. So that is a big deal to me. I can probably get a close-up if you guys want of my paint. This truck is not perfect at all. The paint especially is not perfect, and it has got used and abused by old tires with throwing rocks. So that is the biggest thing for me. These do not throw rocks. I am pumped about that. And they look pretty good. I was very skeptical on how they looked because I love how the Nitto 420S looks. And the Nitto 420V, they looked pretty goofy to me when I first saw them. And I got them on these wheels. They are a 20 by 12 Weld Cheyenne. And these are a 305 50/20 Nitto 420V. And I think they look pretty awesome. They definitely are a meatier look. They have some awesome sizes as well. I don't know if you guys, if you're more of a 22 or 24 inch tire guy, I don't know what the options are for those, but I know in a 20 you can get some pretty cool sizes. I think I saw basically a 31 or 32 by 1350. That's a size that I would never expect in a street tire, and I really wanted to get those for these, but they're pretty hefty price tag. You're still looking above $1,000, and that much for street tires, I have a hard time buying them, because at that point, depending on the vehicle and what you're going to use it for, I would rather buy a Toyo MT or a Nitto Ridge Grappler or something of that sort. But with this truck, I've told you some importance is that it'll hook on the street, and I want it to hook on the track, and these should do that compared to a mud tire. So that's the biggest thing. Looks are another big thing for some people. I think they look pretty good. You can see, I kind of did a little close up. There's some gravel on the tires. It's hard to see the tread pattern and design, but I don't know, I'll go around and try to get a little bit more video of them. You guys can see pictures. They look the same as they do in pictures. There's nothing different, but just the way they perform, I've been happy. But yeah, I just wanted to address that and kind of get a review out there for some people that are looking at them. So if you're on a 3/4 ton truck, you're looking for tires, you like street tires, you're having trouble with throwing gravel. I've had people tell me this exact thing. They're having trouble with throwing gravel. They like the Nitto 420S, and they need something that doesn't throw gravel, and asked if these did. And the gravel that we got out here, it does not throw it. And we got white, like chalk gravel. It gets really bad in the summer. It's super dusty, but it doesn't throw rocks, and that's probably the best part about these tires that I'm thrilled with. And they just fit the look of the truck that I'm going for, more of a street truck look. And I don't know, they just perform well. Another big deal with these tires is you can get them in a heavier ply rating. I know mine are 305/50/20. If I would have got a 305/55/20, there was an option to have F load rating, which is 12 ply. That's unheard of in a street tire. If I could have fit them and I wasn't lowering the truck, I probably would have bought that size, but these already rub as is. So I couldn't go up to that size. These are technically like an 8 ply. I know some people don't want to run anything but a 10 ply on these trucks, but with the Nitto 420S, you don't have the option. That's what you're going to run, period. In the Nitto 420V, you have the option to run a heavier ply or 10 or 12 ply load rating, which is a big deal. We've hauled with 420S's and we haven't had any issues. I mean, I wouldn't load down super heavy with them, but this, I can pull what I need to pull and not worry about it. But yeah, so I just wanted to get a review out there for you guys. Nothing crazy, but that's what they are. That's my results with them so far. I've probably not even had them on 1,000 miles yet, but they are doing great, and I absolutely love them. I'll probably do an update video a couple 1,000 miles down the road and see what I think of them, but for right now, they're pretty awesome. Granted, all tires are pretty awesome new. Some of them go downhill a lot faster. We'll find out what these do. I've not done any burnouts with these yet, so we're going to find out what the deal is with them and hopefully make them last a little while. Burnouts are cool and all, but money's money, and you kind of want to make it last a little while unless you're just blowing through tires. But yeah, so I'm going to do a little bit of a walk around and kind of, I don't know, get you guys a better look of the tire on a 20x12 so you guys will know. But let's take. All right, so we're going to roll around and kind of look at these things. I also wanted to mention another big thing is the performance with precipitation. So in rain or snow, I cannot vouch for the snow part yet, as I do live, like I said, I live in Lamar, Missouri, so southwest Missouri, and we don't get much snow. We do get snow, but not a whole bunch, so we're out of the winter months for the most part here, unless something crazy happens. I'm not going to get to tell you what these do in the snow, but I have had these in the pouring rain, and I haven't had any near-death experiences like with the Nitto 420S. If it's happened to you, I've almost thought I was going to die hydroplaning in a truck with Nitto 420s on it. And these do awesome. I had no experience like that. It was smooth sailing. I was very happy with it. I did see it started raining, and I was like, well, I guess we're going to see what these things are made of. And they handled it very well, so I'm ecstatic with it. This one's pretty covered in gravel. Let's see if maybe we can see a little bit better on this one. It's all right. So you guys can kind of see the tread pattern. It looks, I don't know, it was kind of weird at first to me, but I ended up liking it on a 20. me and my buddies have came to a conclusion that on 22s and 24s, they kind of look a little goofy. I don't know. They just don't look like Nitto 420S, and that the Nitto 420S is such a just killer looking tire. But performance has to match the look, and I will sacrifice a little bit of look for some performance. I do think the sidewall looks good. I'm happy with how they've been doing. But you guys can see we got more tire than wheel here. It is bulging a little bit. I know a 12 wide on a 1250 isn't technically what it should be, but I think it looks pretty good. But you can get an idea for what they are and everything. So, I mean, obviously these aren't going to get you anywhere off-road. They spin pretty bad if it gets muddy, especially with a very heavy truck like this. But in the rain, they do good. I've been told and seen reviews that in the snow, you can actually turn, because with the Nitto 420S, whenever you would turn, you would just keep sliding forward and it would just push the snow. And that's something I don't want to experience. But I'm not a guy to hide anything about tires for a freaking tire company. I'm going to tell you straight up my experiences with them. I'm not going to hide anything. So far, that is all I know. If something happens and I don't know, if it's snowing and these things try to kill me, I'm going to say something about it. I'm going to say, if you're up north, I would not have these unless you're just having them for a summer setup. You got a different winter wheel setup or something like that. So, yeah. But that's my experiences with them so far. I've had them in the rain. I've had them in everything. It's been very muddy out here as well. So, I don't know. They get around in the mud. Obviously, if you're buying these, you're not gonna be doing anything like that with the truck. But you might be driving through rain, and that's a big deal. So, I don't know. They handled it well. I was very happy. And road noise, like I said, I haven't heard any yet. I've had the radio all the way down and just rolling down the road. I couldn't hear any. So, whenever I do start hearing road noise, I have it written down in the truck how many miles or what mileage I put these things on at, so I will let you know when they start making some noise or vibrating or riding bad or whatever. I will fill you guys in. So if you're just stopping by to see a tire review, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can see whenever I upload something else about them. If you haven't pulled the trigger on them yet, I will be doing more reviews over these as they get older, and I do put some freaking miles on these things. So I mean, it's going to be happening fast. I'll be driving all over the country this summer, so just stay tuned, and so you'll be able to figure out if you want a set of these tires or not. Just trying to help you guys and get some more information out there. But until next time, we'll be right here on the Old School Crew and back with another good video, something good and informative for you guys. Hopefully this helps for you Nitto 420V guys that are in the market for some new tires, looking for a new street tire. Really hope I can help you out. If not, I'm sorry. Hopefully there's some other videos out there now. But until next time, we will see you guys. Bye.